the challenges, and not only that too, oh my goodness, when you've seen, and I've done a number of funerals, a number of COVID people who've died, middle-aged and elderly people who have died. And let me just say this to everybody outside there, none of them were vaccinated, right? And they all got COVID through whatever reason, but the microbe reached them. But the majority they were suffering from comorbidities. And the minute they reached ICU, we knew that there was a challenge. And these are mothers, these are fathers, these are grandparents of people, right? And why did we have to reach to this? Because I remember in 2020, early in 2020, it looked like we had everything under control, but some things happened along the way.
What do you think happened?
I put it down to indiscipline. I really put it down to indiscipline. I don't know if we became too relaxed. In your article, you mentioned you mentioned a couple incidents that we have to look seriously at. This wasn't in your article, but I will throw this. Hey, we closing the beaches, but it's not gonna come effective. It doesn't come into effect until Monday. So guess what?
Everybody,
Saturday, Sunday, everybody
took back guy. Everybody gone to the beach. Easter,
elections, and what did we see coming out of all of these things? And regardless of what the political people want to say,
trade spike up.
Evidence is there. The evidence is there.
Trade spike up. Trade spike up. So we in this twilight zone where we're facing the enemy. The enemy is brutal, and we are being indisciplined in our responses. I think if the enemy was shooting real bullets from a real gun somewhere, people would have figured out, gosh, we better do the safe thing. We understood Ubuntu years ago, we'd call it GAIA. Somebody had house repairs to do. Everybody bring their little toolkit. Everybody come contribute, and on a Sunday, we fix up whatever had to happen. Somebody's house burned, 2 tools, everybody put together, and GAIA, the new house would go up, and there would be somebody would be cooking a pot of food, somebody would be passing the nails, somebody would be doing this and that, but the whole village comes together to work together. The individual is dependent upon the collective and has to give up something of his or her rights to ensure the good of the whole. And that concept we're missing right now. So in the Western world, we are fiercely guarding all of our rights, but we're not asking ourselves about our responsibilities. That's where the problem is. Somebody said America has a Statue of Liberty, and that's the problem.
Why is that a problem?
Because if you only have a Statue of Liberty on the other coast, they should have had a Statue of Responsibility. Because liberty and responsibility always have to go hand in hand. And if all you do is you stress your liberty, then you don't stress the responsibility, then it becomes very I-centered. And then we, the collectivity, is missed out. And that's part of the challenge that we're facing in Trinidad and Tobago today. That we're not putting us first, we're putting myself first, even if that means that we are put into some danger. As an example, eating a KFC, walking down the road, I finish eating it.
Are you sure the boxer decided to do it?
I didn't say that. We wouldn't do that.
We
wouldn't do that because we, Trinidad and Tobago, will always put the other citizen who would have to see that garbage before myself and the ease of disposing the garbage. You understand me now?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, throwing the box on the ground says, I only care about me. I don't care about the next person I have to walk past here and see garbage on the ground. I don't care about the person who have to clean up here and have to pick up after me. And Ubuntu is already, I think, a very powerful thing. Whether we speak about what is necessary to prevent the spread of the virus or taking the vaccine to prevent its spread, our indiscipline is a national challenge that I think threatens every single one of us. And when Dr. Williams, on that night before independence, used discipline as a national watchword, I think he hit it right on. I think he hit it right on.